Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Today's insight is you are above circumstance, and to look at everything as a circumstance, which means standing in a certain event or standing in a circle. And sometimes we tend to get too attached and impose our preconceived notions and judgments onto a circumstance, leaving us being victimized or limited by a certain set of data. But all of these things can be changed by changing the way we see it. We can always see it from above, seeing it as your God self, or seeing it from a loving and compassionate way. That's why the Buddhas are big on compassion, sympathetic joy, and kindness. Kindness can be imposed on the lens through which you see things with more wisdom, with more understanding. And how do we do this? First, know that you are capable of such wisdom. And it has been proven by this wise man called Jesus and Gautama, or the poets and the artists, that you can tap into this innate wisdom. You can cultivate peace within yourself, and all it needs is an internal shift, and it can be done in the middle of your daily activities, performing your role as a human being, doing your daily duties, in the mundane activities, seemingly mundane, because if you look at things, nothing is really mundane. Everything is really the continuous manifestation of the divine. Each moment is a divine moment, a transitioning from life to more life. And we can look into nature as our teacher. You can look inside your body and know the systems of your blood, of your skeletal and your musculature, and the way your senses operate, and see the intelligence that is within it. And going back to the way we perceive things, we can always stay above the circumstance, to not easily get tempted to react. Sometimes we get too eager to jump in and fix things, ending up messing it even more. If we take the moment to stop and pause and breathe and offer some understanding, allow ourselves to understand and assimilate and see through the view of others, we get to have a gentler and a softer existence. So if you're wrestling with something, if you've been frustrated, I invite you to rise above it by creating space and becoming an investigator, a curious explorer, a scientist. Because in curiosity, you get to create new worlds, maybe new perceptions of yourself, maybe a stronger view of yourself, and it all starts in your mind's eye. If you see yourself as this being capable of so much love that you're willing to learn, you're willing to bend and flex and become a new person, we will get along with the growth of the universe, which is the truth that is contained in each and every speck of the universe. The truth of the tree, the truth of the soil, that life is continuously lifing, whether, no matter what your opinion on it is, it goes on. And we can choose to make life happen for us instead of being limited by circumstance and reacting only from a very small point of seeing things. I'm inviting you to see things from all angles. Take a moment to look behind the scenes, behind the kimono, behind the veil, as they say. Sometimes challenges are hidden in veils of... it contains a gift inside, is what I'm trying to get at. The gifts, the lessons, the true wealth, the gold that you're searching for are sometimes wrapped in unattractive gift wrapper. And challenges, in lessons that we resist to undergo because of our attachment to comfort and familiarity. So what does this look like for you, my friend? How are you managing your circumstance? You cannot manage it externally. The only thing that we have a power of and where peace and freedom lies is within. And what is within? It is the way you see things. A circumstance can be the same and be seen as a blessing or a curse. But the circumstance is the same. It is in the person who beholds it. It's in the eyes of the perceiver. So the ultimate skill that we're working on here is to become mindful discerners, to become a creative perceiver. Because if you really, really pay attention, life is just a great gift and beauty is everywhere. And try to look at it in your immediate reality. Just look at your hands, tune into the breath, relax your eyes, and appreciate all of the things that are of love and that are of life. Maybe soften your judgments or soften the way you exist. Go with the flow. Go with the waves. This is another wave. It's just a wave of circumstances. These are the waves of the mind. And the nature of your mind is like a computer screen which has endless pop-up ads. It suggests this and that. But true power lies in the not needing to click on those ads because you are complete. You are inherently valuable. All the love that you contain is already within you. All the creativity is within you. We just need to tend and water that seed and imagine what it could be. And through us, we become vessels of the divine through the allowing for the Spirit to move through us. And you pick your expression. How shall you express this beauty and majesty of the universe? Through the way you live. In what activities would you engage yourself? In what type of people are you gonna proximize yourself with? Because the nature of people is to help one another. If you're attracted to a certain type of being, a certain type of personality, that is you waiting to be birthed as you. If you're attracted, if you are repelled or feeling tensed or resistant or annoyed, watch that, because that is a part of yourself that you need to work on. Everything you see is a reflection of yourself. From the heroin addict to the ideal man to Jesus, it's all the same. It's all you. All of the biblical stories, they're all faculties of the mind, of the psyche. It's all a language of symbols. And it's very simple. As within, so without. What you see, you create. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was good, and it is God. The God in you. Watch your speech for what you create, what you say, you create. That's the first level of manifestation. If you vibrate the words, it is already semi-materialized in the ether. From nothing to something. So speak of good things. We don't only do affirmations to make fantasy or belief or escape reality. We truly embody it. When you say, I am, you feel that in your body. I am capable. I am loved. I am liked because I like myself, and you exude that light from within through your smile, through your confidence, through what you can provide and give, because we live as one, to see everything as one. As Thich Nhat Hanh said, we are all interconnected, so you are connected to all things. And your problems, see it from above. See it as a puzzle. Problems are only problems if we think it's so. But if you think of it as a game that you approach instead of avoid, you just gotta do the thing. Play the game, gather the data. If you gather the data, you'll know your next best move. And you know what will work and what does not work. And you identify your goal once again. Move your goal posts, always tuning into the alignment of the truth that is inside of you. Do you feel good? Do you feel love? Then that's the path for that moment. And paths may change. Sometimes it's foggy, but we go with our best intention. And when in doubt, just take a couple of moments and try to do an internal shift. Maybe see it from another person's eye. Maybe see it from an understanding point of view. And understanding is really a good solution to all things. Wow. So just know that you are above circumstance. You need not to stay in one place. You can rise above it through your mind. You can shift the way you see things. You can manage your focus. You can focus on the things that bring you joy and love. And problems are only existent because we think of them as such. That's the power of your thinking. Your thinking, feeling, and believing. That's the core model of reality. And that's what they teach in coaching school. So what is your ultimate dream? What circumstances are holding you back? Sometimes it's a circumstance that's always there, that's bothering you. And through questioning, create some space and question it. Why am I bothered by this thing? Why am I thinking of this thing as such? And it's causing me a drainage of energy. How can I shift this to bring me more energy? Okay? You can allot a stress time or worry time for something that bothers you. For 10 minutes, I'm gonna listen to my ego and be bothered by this thing. But after that 10 minutes, I'm gonna focus on the solution and focus on the things. I'm gonna reach for the next best feeling thought. I'm gonna do what I can do within my resources, within my control, to get rid of and to create. So for us to create something new, we need to get rid of the things that are holding us back. And it can be a thinking or a habit. So what can you lessen and let go? And what can you do more of and create? So those are the 4 levers that you can look into. And there are so many tools. And you can ask yourself, how can I be closer to this person that I intend to be, that I imagine, my ideal? And the universe will just go on. And it's up to you to navigate your life if you are to 10x or go for your higher evolution. If you're curious on, are you willing to do and learn what it takes? Are you willing to pay the price of leveling up the aspects of your life that you're so curious of making? Like, what would it be like if I really optimized my health? What would it be like if I really optimized my skill in this specific way? What if I create and optimize a business that is aligned with my passions? What if I really went for my dream? So you are above your circumstance. Let go of seeming limitations because people have done it. People that are in worse conditions than you have done it. And now we're in the age of technology, that information is right in our fingertips. If you have an internet connection, there's no excuse. You go after it. You go after what you can be. Because the world needs it. Your voice is unique. Your existence is... Plus, it's just so much fun to discover. To discover a new person that is in your mind's womb. And the brain, it's so fascinating. It's the ultimate computer of all. It's connected to all brains. You are the Ethernet. It's... The ancients call it the net, the ether, the unending tapestry and weave of information. And wisdom is out there. If you can silence your mind and rise above all of these petty distractions and desires, you can tap into the wisdom of past geniuses because they're all you. It's in the DNA of the human. And we're just here separated like a drop, as they always say in the waterfall. Your lifetime is a drop. You get separated from the ocean, from the one big consciousness. And then for a little time, for 100 years, you are a drop, being individualized and learning love and undergoing pain. But suffering is optional, always. And then in the end, it's just beautiful. And you return to relaxation. And that's the birth of another life. And it's just it's an unending cycle, if you ask me. And just to think about the vastness of the universe, that we are in a solar system. And our solar system is part of a Milky Way galaxy, and that specific Milky Way galaxy is a part of a cluster of Milky Way galaxies, and that cluster is a part of a super cluster of Milky Way galaxies, and that is part a very speck, a dot compared to where it's contained, which is the knowable universe. And what's unknowable is still yet to be. Ooh, my friend. And then it zooms back into you, to now, to your present moment. So what is your choice? Are you gonna choose, oh my God, I don't know what to say, greatness. Choose greatness in the next best step. Leave all of the things that have not been working for your highest evolution. Leave it behind. It's just your reptilian suggestions. It's just the reptilian mind, the limbic part of the brain. So if you want to learn more, just go to startearlytoday.com and makepurethyheart.com, and I'll meet you there. Have a great Sunday, my friend.